rising and bright blessings to all of my pedal patrons. Welcome to Thursday, the 21st of September, 2023, making today's universal numerological energy and frequency a 4, which is a beautiful day of allowing yourself to be in the energy of getting some things done. 4, think about your pillars of creation. 4, thinking about your stability. And 4, all 4 corners being open and even to allowing flow to come into you. There's so much activity in these universal heaven streets. Let's go ahead and pull up the map so that we can share all of the fun things with you. Oh my goodness, look at all of this activity taking place here in the heavens today. So we actually have 13 main transits, and 4 of them we've already been through, and we will not have another transit that comes in until about 5:11 p.m., 8:11 p.m. on the other coast. So let's review those really quickly so that you can sort of feel yourself in this energy. Now, early this morning at about dark midnight, we had this Venus and Scorpio having an opposition, which is the blue line here, right with Uranus in Taurus. So again, my Scorpios, my Libras, my Tauruses, and my Aquariuses could have had some very interesting very beginnings to their morning. It doesn't necessarily leave anybody out. It just puts emphasis on those signs, okay? Then we had about 12:30, about another half hour earlier, we had a sexy trine that showed up in energy. So there could have been some really solid sleep for some people. I just go with it because the moon in Aries here is having this beautiful conversation with Mars in the last little bits here of Sagittarius. So that's good conversation. But what that also did then is it created this quincunx that took place. And so quincunxes are these early arguments that must take place. Something has to get addressed. We have to make a decision. So someone's coming out ahead here. And that happened to also be with the Scorpio Venus position within that moon in Aries. So I will say this, on the one hand, there could be some anxiety that was created in some people, especially when it comes to things relationship wise. Okay, I just have to put that out there because that's the honest truth about it. But overall, what comes out of that is where it is that you feel your sense of community and what it is that you are either sending or receiving out of that community, whatever that community happens to be for you. Okay. Now, the next thing that took place is between 4:30 a.m. and 9:44, depending upon which coast you're at. The next two things are sort of where we're at for the remainder of the day, and that is where Pluto and Capricorn here, all right, is having this very beautiful conversation with Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so that is allowing ourselves to move forward with those changes that we know that we're feeling in our hearts. We know that we have to make some sort of a mini change and collaborate. So if you have some sort of new proposal that came through from a work perspective, or if you're an entrepreneur, some new collaboration that you're considering, or a new vendor, or a new process, or a new way that you're trying to increase, then that is being supported right now for the day. The other thing that comes in, and another support factor, is the fact that you still get a little bit of that juicy energy from the Mars in Sagittarius, sort of pushing you forward with that firepower, okay? Now, between 5:11 and about 6:45, there's this huge, just open energy that comes in if you allow yourself to harness it, to allow those things to come in a different way. So communication will open up in a very positive light for a lot of people. Harness that energy, because this is where you might feel your Mo and your Joe sort of connecting and locking in, sending those last minute emails, send that proposal, reviewing what it is that you know you need to be able to do, and feeling comfortable about the activity that you have. Now, after that, after we have a little square that develops between this active component between Pluto and Capricorn and the moon in Aries at 5:11 to about 8:11, that same situation does create its last harmony here within the sun in Sagittarius. Then at 6:50 tonight, the moon moves out of Aries and into exalted Taurus with Jupiter and Uranus for the next several days, all things financial, all things business, all things growth when it comes to trying to harmonize dollars. Tonight's a beautiful night to make sure that you're doing some manifestations to harness that energy as we're getting ready. We're already in the portal for the well, obviously Yule solstice opens up the portal for the 12-23-23 gateway. So there's lots of opportunities for the remainder of this week to do some additional manifestation prayer activities, whatever it is that you do within your own pantheon. But we're still not done, because then a half hour later, the sun moves out of Sagittarius and into Capricornios, which is going to be beautiful. So that's about like 7:30 tonight. Happy birthday at 7:30 to all of my Capricorn friends and family that is out there. We are switching signs and we like this energy. And then that creates two harmonious opportunities for the remainder of the night, because the now sun in Capricorn is going to have that trine with the moon in Taurus. So both of those earth signs are talking today, and we're really pushing forward to make things happen in that exalted position with all of those dollars and cents. And then the final thing that takes place tonight about 11 o'clock, so we'll wake up into it, is this energy of Saturn in Pisces having this beautiful sextile then with the moon in Taurus at that moment. This is a day for expansion. And yes, it's the longest day or the longest night, depending upon where it is. So you do have this opportunity. If you found yourself, like I said, feeling a little bit anxious a little early this morning, trust that that will dissipate. But the universe always is here to support you, but you have to do your steps. You do your step forward, and then they will take care of a majority of the rest. Do your ceremonies today. Merry Yule to everyone that celebrates that. Happy birthday to all of the Capricorns that are out there. Make sure that you are doing something to support yourself. These next few days energetically are just going to be really, really good if you allow yourself to do it. So many, many blessings, and I will see you guys later. Bye.